And welcome to another short video. And what do we have in this one? Well, we have an Arduino, we have a SparkFun voice recorder board, and we have over there an infrared sensor. In addition to which we also have a cat who appears to want to help with this little video. The idea behind this is that we're going to take the sensor, and whenever we wave any part of our anatomy in front of it, and I don't want to know what part of anatomy you're going to wave in front of it if it's not a hand, it'll go off. So, let's see what happens.
The sand of the desert is sodden red, red with the wreck of a square that broke.
And there it goes. That's the second verse of Henry Newbolt's Vita Lampada.
The river of death has brimmed his banks in England's far and honour a name, but the voice of a schoolboy rallies the ranks. Play up, and play the game.
Right, so we're going to do it again.
The sand of the desert is sodden
and while
red,
we're doing that, we're
red
going
with
to have a
the
look at
wreck
this
of a square that
potentiometer
broke.
here.
The Gatling's jammed and the colonel dead, and the regiment blind with dust and smoke.
What's the
River
reason
of
for
death
this
has brimmed
potentiometer
his
being
banks in
here?
England's far and
Well, I'm
honour
going to
a
turn
name.
it one way.
The voice of a schoolboy rallies the ranks. Play up, and
It's gone
play
right
the
down
game.
anti-clockwise. Let's
The
see
sand of
what
the desert is
happens.
sodden red, red with the wreck of a
It
square
sets
that broke.
itself
The
off.
Gatling's jammed and the colonel
It
dead,
does
and
it
the regiment
automatically,
blind with
without
dust and
any
smoke.
human
River of
interference.
death has brimmed his banks
Let's
in
let it
England's
go
far
through
and
its
honour a
spiel.
name, but the voice of a schoolboy rallies the ranks. Play up, and play the game. The sand of the desert is
It sets itself off again. It does that without any interference by human or cat. And the reason for it is because I've turned that potentiometer down so far that it's become very, very sensitive. The IR is coming out of the IR sensor and bouncing off the white ceiling of the room. And there it goes again. So what I'm going to do is turn the potentiometer the other way, right up clockwise.
But the voice of a schoolboy rallies the ranks. Play up, and play the game.
This time it's shut up. Now watch what happens when I wave my hand over this sensor. Absolutely nothing, and the reason for that is because I've set the potentiometer far too far clockwise. It's altering the sensitivity of the sensor, so I'm going to turn it a little bit, wave my hand over the sensor again.
The sand of the desert is sodden red, red with the wreck of a square that broke.
That's the reason for having the potentiometer there. In some instances, when you install this as an actual device, what can happen is that it'll bounce off a wall on the other side, and with no human interference, or indeed cat interference as we might have in this case, you'll get the thing setting itself off. Now, this will go quite a way. And you can see my hand there, look at that. And by turning the potentiometer to wherever you require it, you can set the distance of activation of this device